up, guys? Welcome back to the B12 Show News, and I'm right in front of the boy.
That's right.
Do you have any news that happened this week?
Not really any news. I don't think so, but we saw The Little Mermaid, and obviously we saw Fast X.
Yeah, don't worry. We're going to talk about that soon enough.
Okay.
You know, all that good stuff, but what do you thought of The Little Mermaid so far?
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad?
It wasn't bad. I mean...
Well, yeah, I heard it was good, too. Like, at least it wasn't perfect, like the have you seen the animation one?
Yeah, I saw it.
The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I am surprised you actually saw that one.
Showed me. Ocean showed me.
Oh, it showed you?
Yeah.
Is it at least better than that one or not really?
Nah, I think the original's better, of
yeah,
course. But it's just because it looks prettier and stuff like that.
Oh,
the animation and they changed a little bit of stuff.
How was Sebastian?
I thought I wasn't going to like him, but he was fine.
He was fine?
He was good.
Isn't he just like a sea creature?
Well, yeah, he's a crab.
Not the funny little, like animation crab, like we all know.
Well,
about.
But he still has like the same kind of like.
I don't believe you.
Yeah,
I gotta go check it out.
You'd have to watch it.
Yeah, but we'll see. But let's get right into the news. Is of course we know about the strike that's been going on.
The writer's strike. Correct?
Yes, of course they canceled my favorite, American Dad and Family Guy.
Wait, they canceled American Dad and Family Guy?
Yeah, we talked about this.
You did, you're right.
Yeah, we did.
And I heard they started production for Deadpool 3 even with the writer's strike going on.
Probably because I'm pretty sure they're paying them more.
Okay.
Off to the side. But of course, we now know there is officially been delayed. A lot of these so-called marvels of Hollywood. Information from Deadline has learned that the studio's Thunderbolt has been pushed. It was supposed to be pushed back, but now it's been in pause.
That's the guy who did the voice?
Thunderbolt.
Who's that?
The Marvels, they basically Suicide Squad.
No, I didn't even know they had one.
We talked about this a while back. So these are the Thunderbolts, kind of like the Suicide Squad. Okay. We have Agent 47, I think that's what his name. What? You know, the one who... I know you didn't watch The Winter Soldier. The Black Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's basically the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, basically. Okay. There's going to be a couple of guys. What was his name? The Russian guy from
the
Widowmaker.
Guardian, I think.
Guardian.
Red Guardian?
Yeah, Red Guardian.
I think so, yeah.
So he's going to be in it. A couple of the guys that you know as villains are going to show up here. And of course, this has been pushed back because of the writings. Because they'll be writing it, yet they couldn't. So we might actually be expecting this until later down the line. And this is actually hopefully some good news. Hopefully they'll actually fix some of it. Because you know how Marvel has been going downhill lately?
Yeah.
With their production.
With the production side, yeah.
Yeah, and not just that, we know that Blade, of course, has been, paused. It's not going to come out next year. It was supposed to come out this year, right beside, Captain Marvel's. Shit. But now it's got to be until next year, if the strike ends or not. So
how long has it been now? Like 2 months almost?
It's almost 2 months, yeah, yes. Okay. So we don't know how long the strike is going to last. We don't know when is Hollywood going to crumble for their needs, at least, because I think it is fair. I think because since they did cancel Family Guy and American Dad, one of my favorites, I give them what they want. That's all I want them to do. Just give it to them. And of course, your favorite Wonder Man, that's supposed to be the TV series, has been also delayed and pushed back because of the writing.
Is that a Marvel?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, it's just tough time because the writers they want fair pay, and I think they should give it to them. So because remember, Blade was supposed to start shooting very soon. It's supposed to do it on June of this month, but of course they can't, and it's just going to keep on going further and further down the line. They could scrap this altogether.
So right now, if you were an actor or something like that, or all that, be having no work right now.
But either that, let's move on to the next news, is Game of Thrones. HBO Jon Snow series in trouble. So, of course, we all know about the Jon Snow series that's supposed to be coming out maybe in the next 2 years, maybe 3 if we're lucky. But since there's been something going on, apparently the HBO's drama chief executive revealed that while they are still working on the series, they are not yet sure that it will be released in those dates, or at least those years, because we're just working on deeply with the writers to get it in shape for a potential greenlight. So it has not been greenlighted yet. They're just writing down the story. And there's no determination when it's going to be released, but it could be canceled altogether because they have so much Game of Thrones in the universe.
Yeah.
Here are the ones that are 100% greenlighted. is a knight in the Seven Kingdoms.
Okay, yeah.
And which will be following the adventures of Sir Duncan and one of the Targaryen. And it's funny because it's a 90 years prior to the events of Song and Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
The one that you like, right?
You mean the original?
Yeah.
Basically the original Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you know. So, of course, and there's another one that's been green-lighted is the 2 previous ones that Martin confirmed, and they're going to be animation series. The other one is the Golden Empire, the region of further of the east. So they're mostly kind of like a Chinese kind of thing. So what do you think of this whole universe? Do you think it should be expanding?
I mean, considering how House of Dragons went, I think it's, as long as they kind of don't, like a Marvel, if they don't pull like a Marvel where it's just constant, and it needs to be quality. Oh,
okay.
Not quantity, you know?
Yeah,
there
exactly.
Can't be too much of it,
but
which there is, looking like there is too much of it.
You think so? But how about the House of Dragons? Wasn't that like your favorite?
I mean, it was a good first season. I think it was. Yeah.
And it kind of made up the mess that was, the actual Game of the Thrones season.
The last
8.
season, yes.
Yeah.
Like what most people are saying, did kind of go back to its root on how it built up everything.
I agree. So you want them to keep that momentum up instead of just having people just consuming product.
Yeah, but that forces money, so they're gonna just
this is the reason why they're only doing this.
And since House of Dragons did it, they're like, all right, we could do something else. Probably be dog shit. People will watch it.
I'm just afraid of if they do Jon Snow, if it does succeed, I really hope they don't continue the other storylines, like Arya's adventure to the seas or something. Remember her?
Yeah. Like
how she goes somewhere to do on a mission or something. Or maybe what happens in the 7 Kingdoms of what's his face? Who was crowned Game of the Thrones again?
Bran, I think.
Bran, yeah. Like I don't give a fuck about that guy. Or who cares about the North? What was her name again? Sansa Stark. There you go. Yeah, like maybe she has some trouble trying to fix the North. Like, would you want those characters coming back?
I mean, I didn't hate the characters. I didn't hate them.
Their story is so awful, at least right now.
It's what they're left with. They have nothing good on the cards right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'd rather have a Jon Snow series because there's more interesting value behind the wall.
Yeah.
The ice wall, because you saw those giants and now they're almost extinct. Yeah. They could be extinct. Yeah. And remember, they're wildling, so there's more things to be going on over there. So they're more crazier there. Maybe he's going to try to fix the north. But that's just me, though. I want to have a very good, successful Game of Thrones series again, which House of Dragon did do. Yeah. And I don't mind having another Jon Snow. But it just depends how far they're willing to take this.
I wouldn't mind, too. I wouldn't mind a Jon Snow. I mean, Jon Snow's fine. The actor Kit Harington, he was like crazy protected towards like the
well, yeah,
and especially with the long night or whatever the fuck that episode is called. It's like we kill off all side characters. All the main ones stay alive though.
You remember he was supposed to be the chosen one who was supposed to fight the Ice King, yeah. And then all of a sudden somebody else comes into. I'm not gonna complain no more. It's over. So the next one on the list is Fast Furious 10. Do you know how much they made in the box office?
12 million.
No, they made already 400 million worldwide. That was quick. That was fast. And now as the Fast and Furious franchise has crossed the 7 billion worldwide. So the franchise altogether. 7 billion.
How are they making this money?
How are people consuming hot garbage? That's the question.
We're perfect. We watched it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I was there for a good laugh, but this time I didn't laugh as much. Only like that certain area. I think you saw me like laughing like an idiot. I can't remember which part was it. It was so stupid. But besides everything, I know it was dumb. If I see it again, I'll remember instantly. It's not about the 2 choppers. You know how Dom just power lifts him. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a car. It was a car scene. Where he lifted with one hand and he spinned it and the car went flying around.
Yeah.
So basically Dom just could lift more than The Rock.
Well, yeah, he has to now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got to prove a point.
Yeah.
He's like, I need my own scene.
You know, Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Can bench.
Probably.
What was it, like a 5-ton car?
He's fit.
I understand.
You don't know that?
But he has a belly too.
What about it, dude? You see strongman competitions all the time. They're the strongest guys.
Don't get me wrong. I don't hate it. I love that part.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, he was like, huh? It was just screaming. It was just hilarious. Yeah. Either way, it was 4 million worldwide. Do you think it's going to reach the billion mark?
I thought you said it got a billion.
No, that's the Fast Furious franchise, 7 billion.
This movie, no.
You don't think so?
No.
So you think it's gonna run down like probably like around 700 million?
Probably 6.
But either way, tell me a little bit about The Little Mermaid.
I think it had a strong showing. I think it beat Mario, no?
The strong showing, yes, beat Mario by only 7 million.
Yeah.
So The Little
Ocean
Mermaid
told me that,
earns
yeah.
about 38 million the first filming of the opening day.
All right, yeah.
So not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. And of course, it is Memorial Day, which Disney counted on that because and now it's going to be depends. Are you going to be watching either the Fast and Furious franchise, which is the 10th, or The Little Mermaid, which depends if you want your kids to shut up, you'll go to The Little Mermaids, or if you want to enjoy kind of yourself with the kid.
If you're like a Disney fan or if you're familiar with like Little Mermaid, then you'd go to Little Mermaid.
Yeah. So you're going to see more kids going to The Little Mermaid, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you want
we went to Fast X and there's like only 3 of us.
Yeah, that's true. I
There
find
were
that
like
kind of
6
weird.
of us. Yeah, and Little Mermaid. Ocean went to get the tickets. She was thinking of getting the pre-tickets that get released, right?
Yeah.
And when we got there was only like maybe like 20 seats available.
Yeah.
20 or less. So we're almost full. and I told her, I was like, are you gonna like? I was like, are we gonna have a spot? And she's like, yeah.
Oh yeah,
we like barely spot.
But right now they want to make 130 million in Memorial Day, so at least a little bit of her up for it. And it'll be the 4th biggest Disney Memorial, the highest opening for their blockbuster, if they can pull that off.
It made me
which I'm pretty sure they will.
Well, it made me definitely want to watch more Disney movies again.
I
want it because you remember the Christopher Robin, the Winnie the Pooh one that you wanted to watch a while ago. I want to watch that one.
The live action ones?
Yeah.
I'd rather watch the animation ones. But I would have seen it, but
you wanted to see it.
Yeah, I did. Because I do like Winnie the Pooh, but then I start visualize the Winnie the Pooh. He's just a stuffed animal.
Leave him alone, dude.
Shut up. Now let's go on to the next one. John Wick 5
Yes,
is in early work.
Yes, I
So-
heard. They want that fucking money.
Exactly. So Lionsgate boss confirms early development. So during Lionsgate Q4 2023's earnings call, Motion Picture Group chairman has confirmed the 5th installment of John Wick is in development. And he said this: we're now moving across that franchise, not just in AA video game space, because they are doing a AAA video game for John Wick, but they're also looking further in the franchise. We already know this because they're doing a TV series. They're making another movie called The Ballerina. And of course, The Continental, that's another one, will be airing soon. We don't know anything about the third one. It's most likely going to be, what was his name? Danny Yen?
Oh, Donnie Yen.
Donnie Yen.
I like
Yeah,
that guy.
his film or, his own spin-off, which is mostly going to be a movie, which I'll be down to see it.
I would be down to see his movie for sure.
Yeah.
I like him as an actor,
Yeah.
and I liked his character. I just didn't like too much of the writing they kind of gave him.
But it could be either this. It could be like, you know what? We could do, his movie, or, you know what? Let's just, let's not go too far out.
Yeah.
Let's just put him back into John Wick 5
Yeah.
and just have these two cross anyway. So it could be either or. But are you excited for the 5th installment?
Yeah, I'm down for it.
You're
Am
down
I
for it?
excited?
Yeah.
No, but I'm
Hey,
so
remember,
down for it. Yeah.
Kanye Reeves says, I don't care. We'll keep doing it as long as they pay me.
There's also talks. I don't know if you remember the movie called Atomic Blonde.
What about
It has the girl Furiosa, the actress. I don't know her name. It's like something Rohan or something. I remember a few years ago they came out with basically she was like a female John Wick version of it. It was called Atomic Blonde, and I know her character was like as well, like it was like basically the same thing with like fighting and stuff like that. She said I think she was asked if she'd be interested in doing like a crossover with John Wick, and I think even Keanu Reeves said that they would both like that.
Hey, why not?
I don't because I think that movie did fairly well too. Like in
All right, so the next one on the list is guess who's coming to Ahsoka, the TV series.
I know an actor just died for that.
Someone died from the show, or
No.
someone that we know?
An
that
actor in the
act-
show passed away in
okay.
Ahsoka. So whoever's in that when the Ahsoka comes out,
Yeah.
that was his last, I think, filming for it.
Oh, please don't let it be this person. So the one who will be appearing in the Ahsoka series is Morrison, who is going to be playing as Captain Rex, the clone trooper.
I don't think so.
Boba Fett, the Clone Wars,
He's
him.
coming back.
He's-
Also, they finally called it back.
Yeah, they called him back. Remember how we always thought like
Yeah.
he was sad. But then they called him up for Captain Rex. But this is the thing: it's unclear right now if he's just going to be either probably a flashback or just passing time or just a short role, because remember from the Obi-Wan series how he was playing the bum Republican soldier.
He was?
That was him. Like that was him.
Bum Republican soldier. I didn't watch the whole.
I thought you saw Obi-Wan the whole thing.
Not the whole thing, no.
Oh well, there was an Easter egg that he playing as a stormtrooper, or not a stormtrooper, but like a trooper.
Yeah.
And
trooper.
Yeah, apparently like what happened after the war and all that, like
Yeah.
basically they're jobless and they're basically like veterans in our time, asking for credits, and Obi-Wan, gave it to him.
Okay.
So that was him basically reprising the role, even though it was just a short.
The thing is, Captain Rex is a big character, kind of.
Oh yeah,
they made him into a big character.
Absolutely, I agree. Everybody says like he's in the name.
The Return of the Jedi?
There you go, the Return of the Jedi.
From the 80s?
Yeah, from the 80s. Everybody says there's a trooper that resembles kind of like Captain Rex. And then people are saying like Disney planned this all this time.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah, because it looked exactly like a Republican soldier.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's why. Like a clone trooper. And everybody's like, oh, I see where it's all coming together.
That's okay.
So that's Captain Rex. So he's been fighting for the rebellion all this time. So basically, it's just a fun little Easter egg. And we just want to know how far they're willing to go take that. Yeah. It would be awesome to see if Captain Rex could actually become a rebel and actually show up fighting Vader as well.
It would be cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Captain Rex was really cool.
Yeah, I do too. And either way, it's just going to be like one of the series. The series is going to come out on August 20 this year.
Okay.
So
August. Okay.
Yeah, August. So just get ready for it. It's the Ahsoka. It's going to be one of those big movies eventually from Dave Filoni. I don't know how he's going to end all this. Thrawn. That's the last big guy. So
Okay.
So yeah, but either way, that's all I got for you. Do you have anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. All right then.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for listening or watching us.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next week. Later, guys.